On the day after the loss of a giant among us, someone who, by the power of his example, demonstrated unequivocally how each of us can choose how we will respond to those injustices and grievances, those sorrows and tragedies that afflict all of humankind. Nelson Mandela will be remembered for many things. He will be certainly remembered for the way he led, his dignity, his extraordinary understanding, not just of how to bring democracy and freedom to his beloved South Africa, but how important it was that he first brought freedom to himself. As I spent time with him, starting in 1992 until just in the last year and a half, I was always struck by the extraordinary depth of his self-knowledge, of his awareness about how hard it is to live a life of integrity, of service, but to combine within oneself the contradictions that he lived with: a lawyer and a freedom fighter, a prisoner and a leader, a man of anger and of forgiveness, has so captured the hearts of people not only in his own country, but as we are seeing with the outpouring of response to his death, people around the world. I only hope that as we both mourn and celebrate the passing of this universally recognized and beloved figure, that we remember he became that through an enormous amount of hard work on himself. The story's been told several times now in the coverage that I've watched of his passing about how he invited 3 of his prison guards to his inaugural festivities. I was there as a part of the American delegation for the inauguration, and I was there at the luncheon that was held back on the grounds of the president's house that had transitioned from the morning where I had breakfast with President de Klerk to where I had lunch with President Mandela. And as he looked out at the large crowd gathered, filled with dignitaries from everywhere, including people who had been part of the struggle itself against apartheid and who had supported that struggle, he made the point of thanking his jailers and pointing out that of all of the distinguished VIPs who were there, he was most grateful that these men, with whom he had exchanged words of recognition and acknowledgement of the other's humanity over the course of that long imprisonment, could be there as well.